All right. Testing. All right. So here we are again. Oh, what happened here? Anyway, so this is Maestro Speaks podcast number. What number are we now? Just we're doing this, by the way, for those who are listening. We are doing this live right now. Can you just give me a moment to just try to share the podcast on some groups? I have this Facebook page for this podcast. I will try to like share it to some of the groups here. Podcasting here in the Igorot Nation. It's not that popular right now, but anyway, we'll just do it for the sake of doing it. Right? Alright, by the way, that's me in the background singing. And how are you? How's the day? How's everything? So, like I said, I just don't know if there are people awake right now watching Facebook Live. Anyway, where is that? So I am supposed to do the podcast with someone yesterday, Saturday. I'm supposed to be having a conversation with someone, but then something came up and you're not able to go through with the schedule. And anyway, here I am again, having another solo podcast. This is what I do so again, for those who are new to podcasting, it's kind of like vlogging in a way, but it's more way back before it's focused on audio. So that's why it's on Spotify, right? Now everything of that changed when Joe Rogan, American podcaster, one of the number one podcaster in the world, like went and had an exclusive contract with Spotify, and he wants his podcast to have the video content. I mean, the video version of it in Spotify, because when you got the exclusive contract with Spotify, of course they cannot upload it on YouTube, and that's why he pushed for like a video format, and that's when the Spotify made a format for what do you call that one? A video version of podcast. Now, I think I saw people saying that it's now a vodcast. I don't like to use it word. It's weird, but new words are coming out every day. I think at the end of the later year, we will be having a lot of words again to be included in the dictionary for English. The new words are coming out every day because of, what do you call that one? Language is dynamic, right? We have, it changes from time to time. Now, of course, what is this? Because we have, what do we call this one? The video. For podcast, now we have vodcast. Well, anyway, in my case, I don't like to, use it. Maybe that's just me because I'm a little bit old-fashioned, right? And what are we gonna be talking about today? So, right this morning when we had the program at Z Radio, Um, we were talking about this. We were talking about the number now. It's so famous here in the Philippines for those who are listening abroad, and they're wondering what I'm talking about here. So we're talking about the number 224. Um, what happened here? We're talking about the number 224. I'm just monitoring the. So we're doing this live on Facebook and of course in YouTube, and we'll be having it on Spotify later on. Yes. Okay. So we have this famous couple here in the Philippines, a vlogger, a form. I don't know. Is she still an actress? Anyway, so uh, they have. I think they have the couple had a fight, and the man had a matching tattoo. It's like a couple's tattoo, inked on him with his lady friend. The tattoo is a number, three numbers. It's two. Is that? It's 224, right? And that's why we're talking about this in the morning. And so a news came out about the reaction of, let's say, the wife, for lack of a better term, because I don't know if they're married. Anyway, uh, so in the cryptic, is it cryptic already? No, I don't think it's cryptic anymore. Everybody knows it. But in the post, she said that when they were having a fight as a couple, this friend, the lady friend, is um what do you call this one, for like um telling the guy to, you know, like, just break it up with his wife, like to divorce the wife. And well, we don't have divorce in the Philippines. Anyway, so that's the gist of it. It's like the the lady friend is asking or pushing or suggesting to the guy to leave this blogger or actress, and then they had a matching tattoo. Anyway, so we was just saying this morning that when you are married, so you worked hard, like when you were starting this relationship with a woman. I think all men can agree that when we're starting to have a relationship with a woman, especially in the Philippines, you gotta work hard for it, right? You go on a date, you ask her for a date, you go to like several dates, okay, and until like you court her, you woo her until she says yes, and you like promise a lot of things. You show how gentle you are to take care of her, give her needs, things like that. So you're really working hard, right? Going on your way to let the woman feel comfortable, right? And and then you get married, okay? Or you live together, and then kind of looks like everything stopped, okay? Suddenly you just forgot about everything. You you stop trying hard, like working hard, and that's when things go south, as they say, you know. So I was sharing to my companion a while ago this morning that uh, being a good husband is maybe innate to all of us. I like to think so. But for men, being a good husband is, and it's a natural thing. But uh, to become a better husband is, it needs hard work, right? And um things happen when you're married. Couples do have fight, and well, anyway, that's the reason why I came to think of this topic here. So we'll be talking about like what I the title is being good, working to be or striving to be good, and working hard to become better as a person. So we do have that every time, right? That um, whether you're striving to improve our personal life, our career, like or the relationship. That's that's the source of this topic. That's the reason why I want to talk about this. Is that we are, let's just say, we are innately, naturally good. We're naturally good. And still we're still working to be good. And if we want a little bit higher, we'll go higher, then we have to work harder, and that this we become better. Okay, so let's just take a look at what's the meaning of to be good. So being good is often associated with like displaying good qualities, like becoming kind, honest, okay, displaying integrity, things like that. But it's important to remember that being good can mean different things in different contexts, right? Like maybe you're a good thief. Anyway, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's just stay on the positive side, okay? A good cheater like that. But let's not go there. For instance, being good might involve becoming a supportive family member, supportive husband, a good husband, without getting the 224 tattoo. Oh my God, that 224. I'm sorry, but for those who need context about the number 224, you can just I'm sorry, you can just browse the internet and you can find that one there. Anyway, so in our professional lives also, it can mean that we are a reliable worker, that we have a good work ethic, right? And we are a good colleague. It can be the meaning of good. And of course, in a greater perspective in a society, we talk about being good maybe as someone who contributes something in the society, or someone who works for the society, follows the law, and maybe lead in some ways, right? So in our personal lives, being good could mean offering or listening to someone else's problem. Okay, can also be mean giving advice or extending a helping hand, understanding with the family members. Okay, and in work, like maintaining, like what we say here in the education department, being honest, in your work, things like that. So let's just use that context of being good as good. And sometimes we we do we every one of us might agree. I don't know that doing that really is, and it needs an effort. Needs an effort to be good every day, right? Uh, you have to be conscious of what you're doing, of course, to be good, and you have to dedicate an effort in everything that we do that, right? Um, so I would say that to be good needs work. That's what separates us from the lower class of animals, right? We have the consciousness to think of our actions, and we naturally want to do the right thing, which means we want to be good, right? So that's it. Humans are innately good, but they need to work for it. Okay, being a good husband, you gotta work for it. It does not you cannot just leave everything there, okay, and let the situation decide it. You have to work to be labeled as a good partner, good boyfriend. So if you know you got a matching tattoo because you had a quarrel with someone, it's a decision that you did, which now labels you as someone who is like turning back or leaving his partner. Oh my god, I cannot leave that out. 224. Anyway, so going back to becoming good. So in reality, it takes really a conscious effort and dedication, and it involves sometimes involves making difficult decision, like choices, not to say, for example, your lady friend ask you to have a matching tattoo with her. It's a difficult decision, maybe, to say no because your lady friend is so close to you. Anyway, oh my goodness, why do I keep coming back on that thing? Anyway, standing up for what we believe in sometimes, yeah, it's difficult. So really, being good, being good needs work. Gotta work for it. So maintaining goodness, right, like requires an emotional and mental effort. Let's just put it that way. It's about making intentional choices and sometimes going against the grain and sometimes doing what you think is difficult. Say, forgiving someone. Okay, what's happening here? Forgiving someone. That's a good act, right? It's a good deed. Forgiving, but it's difficult. You know, it's a good thing to forgive, but in a situation when you really need to forgive someone, sometimes it's difficult to do it. So being good really does require effort, right? It's challenging um, for sometimes because, like what I said, being good requires work. We fail, right? We fail to be good at times. There are days that we call it the bad days because situation drives us to like do something bad, or we were pushed in a situation where we so hard to work on becoming good. That's why we took or we made a decision to do something that is, let's not just say bad, but it's a negative thing. We did something that's not good. It's bad. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I cannot. The number 224 is still on my mind. Okay, anyway, shout out to those all listening right now. Hmm. So it really does sometimes. It really does require an effort totally to do good. Okay, and we have to have this practice of maintaining goodness. Okay, um, one of the things that we can do is you know being mindful of what we do every time and watching our every effort along the way. But we cannot do that every day. Like for example, like we say, those are one of the frailties of human. That's why we are human, right? Because we are prone to making mistakes. What is important about making mistake is that we we own our mistake. We ask forgiveness if we hurt someone, and we strive to do better, right? Do good, right? So we can practice these habits to be good or to maintain goodness. Okay? Practicing gratitude, saying thank you, okay? Or taking a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. This simple habit can shift your mindset towards positivity. Right? So having a positive mindset can help us do good because, like I said, having having positive thing inside your mind, feeding your mind with positive vibe. Vibe. I don't want to use that word, but that's the word I can have right now. Positive vibes will exude a positive action, which will result to you having or doing something good, right? So, practice of gratitude. Think of the things that you can be thankful for every day. So, my case today, I'm thankful that um I was here. I'm thankful that my wife is safe. By the way, we're expecting our second baby to come out next month. Okay, thankful for that. Our baby is safety. Thankful that my daughter's here, alive and always, always a handful of times. I'm thankful for the friends that I have, and thankful that we were able to finish one episode of our radio program. By the way, for those who are listening, that for the first time, we have a radio program at C Radio with Adding Joe and Jaden Sakpa. Those ones. Okay. Just reflecting on those things, being thankful for the blessings that you have, um, will feed positive energy to you. Thus, you exude positive vibes, and positive vibes will lead to positive action. Mindfulness, stay present and aware. Like this, is what I'm talking a while ago. Being aware of what you're doing, what your actions are. You know, But it's difficult to be mindful if your emotions are high. Yeah, that is one thing you all have to always remember. No one is excluded here. All of us will suffer from this. If our emotions are high, our intelligence is low for sure. Okay, and let's just put it like this: if your emotions are like so high, or your emotions are so low, like both end of the spectrum, so means you're so happy or you're so sad, your intelligence is low. You cannot decide or cannot decide well if you're suffering from that both end of the spectrum for emotions. Anyway, just be mindful about it. Just knowing that can help us. So be mindful of what we are doing. Be mindful of you know of what you're saying, or before you say is this before you say something to someone or during an argument, you can just ask yourself if is this helpful, or uh, why do I want to say this? Is this for entertainment purposes? Is this just for a joke, or do I really want to say this one, or am I going to say this one to really hurt him? Those are the things we should avoid. Thinking of words just to, or thinking of saying something just to hurt someone's feeling. You should always avoid that one. Wow, this coffee is good. Kindness. Yeah, takes an effort also to be kind. And yeah, doing so, being kind. Yeah, showing small acts of kindness, doing positive things, like you said. Those are one of the efforts that we can do to be good. You know, you know. I want to finish. I want to finish this one before I'll go back to 224, but I keep on remembering this one. Anyway, let's just take a break here, a little bit of music, I guess. Oh yeah, here we go. It's just to break that. What is that? 224. I just checked my live here, and so 224. I just remember this because I have a we have a song here in the Philippines title, and the title is it's called 214. Oh dang, it's not loading. It's called 214. I don't know. I think there was an explanation by the writer what's the meaning of that one. I think some people say it's February 14th. It's like a Valentine's Day. I I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so that's 224. Okay. And so work being good, like going back, being good is it needs work. So you gotta be like the tip there is you gotta be aware of everything you do. Mindfulness, practicing mindfulness according to what I read is that your simple tasks you're doing. Say for example, I'm talking right now. I'm having a podcast right now. You just put it in your brain. Oh, I'm having a podcast right now. I'm gonna look at the mug. I'm gonna look at the coffee. I'm gonna drink it. Saying that in your brain is practicing mindfulness. And if you do that, it will come out naturally that while you're talking to someone, you are like monitoring yourself as a whole. Am I doing this right? Things like that. And I'm not saying that I'm an expert of doing that, but uh, maybe it's the byproduct of training in martial arts back when we were kids. I'm an avid combat sports practitioner back in the day, not now, but it kind of teaches you to think under pressure and to think very fast. My experience, I'm not a good fighter, but my experience during those times, even just in sparring, is that everything goes so slow. You're doing fast, but everything goes so slow, and you can see a lot of things. And if if you are under pressure, that kinds of if you're outside, like not in the ring, but if you're under pressure in work or everything, it kind of go to that situation, and you are able to think clearly, even if you are panicking already. You're in fear. You can clearly think of what you can do. Um, and I think that those are the benefits. Practicing combat sport can improve mindfulness times and meditation. It does help. I yeah, meditation like moving. There are different kinds of meditation. The one that I do is while walking. You can just think of what you're doing. Uh, Look at your surroundings. Look at the color of the flowers. Look at the color of the leaves. When you're driving, look at the color of the car. Things like that. Just registering it to your brain, and it really does help. I'm gonna say it really does help you when you're working. You know, having like this another part of your brain monitoring your actions and everything you do. Uh, that is one of the advantage of having a practicing mindfulness meditation. So if working hard, I mean, being good an- is something that needs work, or you need to strive to be good, then for sure becoming better means you got to work hard, right? That's why we call this in this solo podcast. We call this the uh, striving to be good and working hard to be better. So, like I said, If you need, if work, being good needs work, being better needs hard work. So striving for betterment means continuously seeking for professional growth, like we said. Um, and I think it's natural for human to once you got to a certain level in different aspect of our life, we want to go higher, right? Um, Example, once we graduated college, we want to finish our master's degree. After we finish our master's degree, we wanna, I mean, we wanna finish our doctorate or have our doctorate degree, things like that. Things that I haven't done till now. Anyway, yeah, this is a segue. Uh, of course. So we have to now set goals on how we can improve more, right? Improvement can impact various aspects of lives, from our skills. So, uh, skill wise, we were talking skill wise. Once we got the basic, we need to do the complex level, things like that, right? So, in our personal lives, we might set goals to improve physical health, those things, Um, Once we achieve one goal, we want to go higher. Like uh, the simplest example we can give is weight loss. We want to lose like 10 kilogram for now. Then we can, after achieving that one, we can go to, like, let's say, I want 20 kilogram weight to be removed from my body, things like that. So that's becoming better, right? So uh, things that will help you achieve this one is, like we said, the importance of mindfulness, self-awareness, being aware of who or what you are, and honestly assessing yourself. You have to be in your self-reflection. You have to be very, very honest where you are, the levels of your, the levels of your achievement, and you have to be very, very honest where they are, and you have to have a clear perspective of where you want to be. So again, the thing that you need to have is continuous learning, of course, continuous learning and continuous improvement, self-reflection, and of course the accountability. Like I said, accountability. This is where your uh, honest self-assessment will come in, right? And sometimes having a true friend helps. Like, you have your wife with you. You don't need another lady friend. I know. Okay. All right. That's just me anyway. So, uh, yeah, having a true friend that can assess and honestly tell, brutally honest in telling you where you are, can help you be better. Mm. And in a lot of ways, you can improve. You can go higher in your aim, in your pursuit of becoming a better person, in doing a lot of things that we have talked about in the past episode of the podcast, setting a goal that is achievable, okay, um, embracing. I think I talked about this on the past solo podcast about the growth mindset. Those ones, um, really accepting feedback, and of course, to not have you stressed so much in becoming a better person, and to celebrate small progress, small victories along your journey. So those ones. So the bottom line here, I guess, is that uh, humans, in order to be good, needs to work for it, right? In order to be good in everything that they do, they gotta work for it, and to become better, they gotta work harder for it, right? Now going back to 224, so it's just my opinion about that matter. Oh, I would say that well, men can have friends, men can have friends, lady friends, and things like that. But oh my goodness, what's happening to camera here? Uh, to become a better husband, I think you gotta work harder. You know, it's a conscious effort. It's an effort that you do every day. It's it's not just a, what they call this one. Just to say it shortly, to be a good husband, you gotta work for it. To be a better husband, you gotta work harder for it. How do you do that? It's a conscious effort of always thinking of the what are the right things this husband should do. Is it right for a husband to have a girlfriend? I mean, a best friend that is a woman and have a matching tattoo with that best friend? I don't think it is, because you are hurting your wife or your partner if you do that. And of course, humans, uh, it's natural for women to be jealous, right? And for men to, right? So we should not do to be a better husband. You should exert an effort to not make your wife jealous or not hurt your wife's feeling for that matter. And of course, the reason why I also said that having it's not good for a husband to have a lady best friend. I don't think that works. That is like playing with fire, having a lady best friend, and then when you have a disagreement with your wife, you're going to confide all your problems with the lady. I don't think that will work. It does not work. So, you know, you have a fight with your wife, with a wife, just give some time, let the emotions calm down, and you talk about it. Apologize. You know, those are the efforts that you should do. Efforts that someone should do to be a better husband. But to go to your friend to voice out your frustrations to your partner, that is not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You know, always speak of high praise. Yeah, we should, this husband, speak high praises for our wives. Supposed to be like that, right? I'm a I'm a person who does not who believes that marriage is like what the song says. It's like a house that the man and the woman enters in, and then they lock the door, and then they throw away the key. So whatever happens there, you gotta work together. You know, I believe that's marriage, and they gotta work it out, both of them, not involving someone who is your friend. That's my take on it. That's my take on 224. You know, uh, and doing that requires work, requires hard work, and that's why. Yeah. And anyway, I'm so thankful about that situation. It made me think about this topic of, humans, in order to be good, needs to work hard for it, and in order to be better, they need to work harder for it. And for husbands and wife, that's what they need to do. I am not too keen in having or agreeing on what they call it, the divorce. In a way, we still don't have that in the Philippines, but lawmakers are trying to have a law about divorce law here in the Philippines. Like I said, I believe that marriage is like a house where the woman and the man enters in, lock the door, the windows, and they'll throw away the key. Whatever happens inside the house, they have to work it out together and without involving anyone's friend. You know, that's what marriage is. And doing that really needs work. Okay. Having a good marriage needs work. Okay. Having a better marriage needs hard work. Anyway, I wish that this couple will solve their problems in a positive way without involving, separation. Separation is hard on children, and research can back me on that one. There's a lot of research in America saying that, you know, usually the reason why children go astray, or children will have different problems in their lives is because of divorce. So, you know, that's it. We like to say that being good needs work, becoming better person needs hard work, be having a good marriage needs work by both of partners, and having a better marriage needs harder work. Anyway, here this is El Maestro Speaks podcast, and this is El Maestro saying, I'll see you again next time. Okay, listen to our podcast, share it to your friends, and listen to the coming conversations we'll be having with great people of the Earth Nations. That's it. Here we go. Bye, bye, everyone.